All right, everybody. It is Sunday, and we're still on the fourth step. And we talked 2 days ago about how the self esteem resentment in the third column of the fourth step, where it says, how dare he do that to me or she do that to me? I am this, I am that. We don't have low self esteem. What we have is fear that the way people treat us is actually correct, that we don't deserve love or we don't deserve respect or we're invisible. These are the things that bother us. And why? Well, because the fear becomes the arbiter of our reactions. Well, what does that shit mean? It means this: if I'm afraid of something, it creates a delusion, a lie that I tell myself about how the world works. And that delusion gives me a terrible attitude, which reinforces that delusional thinking, which then makes me act in overcompensatory manners, which backfires every time. And then the fear becomes real. And what does that mean? Well, let's say that I'm mad at Susie because she dumped me. So I start to think that I can't be a nice guy because nice guys finish last, so I gotta be a bit of a prick. So I ear hustle some guy who's too cool for school, and I start to have his attitude, and I don't give a shit, and I negative approach most people. And then what happens is I come off like a dick. And when I corner Susie and tell her to date me, she tells me to fuck off. And so the fear of being unlovable creates a delusion that only bad boys get laid, which means I act like a bit of a dick. And then what happens is I get rejected, and the fear of being unlovable, which was theoretical, is now true. And because I'm not sophisticated enough to figure it out or look at my own pathologies, I do what I always do: I double down on stupid. And so I ended a cycle of just being my own problem over and over again.